Hello, my pretties. Adam Savage here at KNB EFX alongside Carrie. How are you, sir?
Very good. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I am visiting and you decided to introduce me to this lovely lady.
Yeah, well, one of the very cool things that we were doing for Walking Dead is tribute zombies. And so we did a Freddy Krueger, we did a Jason, we did so many throughout the years. And this is our tribute puppet, a Deadite puppet from Evil Dead. So this was actually a casting that we did a clay press out of an original casting.
No.
That we went in and just told it to kind of, Walking Deadify it. And then we kind of, put in cable controls and has four-way jaw movement.
Now so talk to me about four-way jaw movement, because it's so much more character when that jaw moves side to side.
Honestly, that's Greg. Like, when we would do, in the very beginning, we would do puppets, it would be this, right? And he was like, just whenever you do this, it just doesn't feel real. You got to go like, four-way. And that was his standard. Like once he said that, it was a standard. Every single puppet we ever did for Walking Dead and other shows too has always been, all four-way articulation, which just makes it feel so much more alive.
It really does. Yeah. It's super, super upsetting. I want to put my fingers in her mouth. I don't know. That's fabulous. Jeez, I'm crow. When you're making tribute zombies, were they all the same form factor, or each one's made for the shot that you're making it for?
It's funny. I can't remember what the first one we did, because we did we did so many. We did a Jack puppet.
Yeah.
Werewolf in London Jack puppet, where it literally comes right in the frame, and there's no mistaking it. It has the jacket on it and everything.
I saw the Jack puppet in Greg's office.
It was no mistaking it. Yeah. Some of them were a little bit more obscure, and then after a while, we'll make them very much on the nose. So and it even got to the point where we had our artists here so that the artists would have fun. Everybody just started throwing in, I want to do this one and that one. So people just started, throwing out ideas on tributes that they wanted to do. And we would just get reference and we would start with that reference, but then we would always have to add the Walking Dead part to it, just so it looks like it, but it still feels like it's in the world of Walking Dead, whether it is texture or color or
so
hair.
I'm curious, what are the markers of the Walking Dead world?
Well, one of them is hair. I mean, a lot of the hair color is, we always stay in specific palettes of hair color. The other one is like the way that the teeth are, and just the way the mouth is, and how the lips are kind of shriveled back, the nose, the brow. There's certain things, if you look at a lot of the way that the designs are of the zombies over the years, there's certain telltale markers that are similar for each one. And this one was awesome because we had rods coming out of the back that you can.
Wow! So this is how you're giving her arm movement.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and then you would just do a rod removal, and sometimes if it was off camera, if the camera was high enough, it would just kind of come into frame where you wouldn't even see it.
It is so horrifying. I keep on looking, and it's like it's genuinely awful to look at.
Yeah, I mean, with this one, it's the eyes that aren't there. Because what's the first thing you look at with some of this? Their eyes, and it's like the one thing you kind of go to. It's just not there.
Yeah, and the fact that actually she also looks to be holding up. I'm thinking it's a she. I don't know why. The skin's holding up really, really well.
Yeah. This is foam. So with foam, you can run it at different volumes. Higher volume, lower volume, you can change the density. And whenever we do puppets, we want it to be really soft. And this is kind of how we would make prosthetics.
Gotcha.
So you want to go really soft with it. And then in the mouth, you'll put reinforcement. So around the mouth, there's like some fabric.
On the
exactly. So it can go further, not tear, to reinforce it.
How much do you guys incorporate brand new technologies like 3D printing into your process?
Just over the years, it's been integral into what we do. We use it almost in everything that we do at this point.
So is scanning also a part of the creative process?
Absolutely.
Here?
Scanning, 3D design, milling, like I showed you, 3D printing. We have like, 5, 6 3D printers now. We have a large scale one that we use, and they're constantly gone. Literally, I leave the shop and they're gone, and I come in and it's the first thing to greet me of them kind of going back and forth. So in a lot of what we do in terms of mechanisms, like we'll design that, and we'll either CAD them out of aluminum.
Right.
We have printers back there that can cut it out of aluminum once you hit go.
Amazing.
And then we have printers that can print strong resins that can hold up to wear and tear.
So you're able to 3D print actual production parts that'll be in the characters.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It helps workflow. In terms of, because a lot of times what we do now, like you know, what we used to have in terms of R&D and months of figuring it out is like this now.
It's getting right because it's all television.
It's
right?
all mostly television, and then now even when we do movies, they feel like it should be like television. So you know, we have to change with the times, which is fine. It's technology, but we use it in a way to where we still get that old school KNB feel, you know, of the practicality of things. We use it where it makes sense, so that if we needed parts to be made, we can turn the printers on, let them do that hard work while we can go and concentrate on, you know, giving more time to paint work or more time to hair work or you know, other things that we can kind of shift that manpower into.
Can I try operating?
Absolutely.
Is that all right?
Yeah,
Caleb?
absolutely.
I'm gonna hold the controls for you.
All right.
So this is the turn. Of the neck. This is the tilt of the head. And this is up and down.
Okay.
And then the jaw is pretty intuitive. It's just back is open, back's closed, and then
you do amazing. So you get all that movement out of 4 cables.
That's it.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see. Oh.
There you
go. And the trick, like when you're puppeteering, when you're on set, is to look at the monitor at the puppet. A lot of times you'll look at the puppet, but you got to look at the monitor because it might look right there, but when you're looking at the camera, he's looking that way.
Oh no, I imagine eye contact. Thank you. Yeah, that was really fun. Eye contact is everything.
Everything,
right?
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Will she remain on display? What does the rest of her existence look like?
Well, listen, you know, it's fun to show off what we do when people come to visit.
Totally.
And so we keep this on hand so that we can say, hey, this is kind of what we create. For new clients, we do that.
Amazing, of course.
You know, they'll come in and they'll have a question as to how do you make it move or what can it do? And
right.
It could do this. It'll look different, but it could have this movement.
Right.
So these things are very, very good for demonstrations for many things, like, you know.
And different cost-benefit analysis, like you don't have to make full mechanics for shoulders, elbows, and hands. We can get there cheaper.
Exactly, yeah. And a lot of times people can't visualize what it will be. So we say, oh, there'll be a rod coming out of the arm. And they'll be like, well, where's the rod coming out of? What do you mean? And it's like, oh, well, like this.
Yeah.
Of course, this will look different, but this is how it, you know. So we use this a lot for stuff like that.
I want to tell you during this interview, I have like jumped at least 4 times internally as she turns towards me, man. It is so thrilling. Do you have some idea of how many different zombies who turned out of this shop over the course of The Walking Dead?
Oh my gosh. So let me just lay out how I would have to make that calculation.
Right.
So going on 17 years of making these shows, right? Over that time, we've done at least 6 or 7 different shows, probably more if you count the webisodes we did online. We did. There was a traveling show that we did for like a live experience that we made some stuff for. So I'm talking thousands. I mean, it's thousands. It's
probably an accurate number to the amount we see in the, right?
100%. It's commensurate to what you see. And the good thing about it is that the funny thing is that a lot of times when, you know, you see those shows, you know, a lot of people expect, oh, if you see 100 zombies, oh, they tile those in. No. Out of that 100, there's probably like 60 or 70 that are really there.
Yeah.
That we actually do. So that's like a team of guys on set just cranking out these makeups, you know.
Amazing.
I mean, luckily, we've been doing it for so long. Like we have the cadence, and we can expedite certain things. Like now, we actually, like we talked about, a lot of for the hands. Like we do 3D printed glove or screen printed gloves, where we just put a glove on that already has the coloring there. You know, especially if they're not close to camera. We do these screen printed masks too, so that
background players.
For background, because before we would paint all that.
Yeah, right.
So we had 120 people. We would have to have an assembly line of, you know, makeup artists painting one color, painting another color, you know, all the way through, dressing blood.
Oh my God.
You know, and so after I think like, you know, around right before maybe 2000, we kind of came with, how do we make this easier?
Yeah.
And so we just started in the shop doing tests. So we just did like these, we kind of took patterns and laid them out in the computer, and we we actually glued prosthetics on heads and painted them. And we took pictures like left, right, front, back. And then our artists basically mapped those onto the patterns.
Amazing.
We laser printed those on fabric, gave them to our fabrication, and they just sewed them together. And then they were just these masks that instant zombies.
I love this idea.
Yeah. So then we created different layers. So we had ones in the back that had on these printed masks, and we had some that were in front of those that were like these glued together mess that we had.
Yeah.
And then the hero ones were out front. So it kind of cut down the labor force we had to have. We're able to crank out more and get them out faster to create those giant scenes.
I love it. The labor, all the way from the simplicity of a pullover mask to the ludicrous complexity of a completely animatronic figure.
Yeah, and it allows us to do all different facets of that, right? To simple to complex. It's you know.
And I mean, when you're talking about transporting people to other worlds and other realities, I have to say, like, I'm standing in this room right now and the transportation is 100%. This is an absolutely alien creature and beautiful. Kerry, thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Absolute
Such
pleasure.
beautiful
Appreciate
work.
you.
I really appreciate you watching all of that. And if you are pondering right now what to get for the maker, tinkerer, or general obsessive in your life, or what to get yourself, I'd like to humbly suggest our brand new Savage Industries Shop Apron. Its predecessor is one of the most popular things we have ever manufactured, and we are still selling them, but now we've added to it. We've simplified it, we've lowered the cost, and we've made an entry-level apron, still manufactured in the United States, still made of upcycled materials, and I swear this might become my new daily wear. Get yours today at adamsavage.com. Yeah, there we go.